TYT apparently has something to say about Matt Walsh. And it seems like every time I react to TYT, their fans be in my comment section crying, "Wah! They didn't get it wrong. You got it wrong." Nah. I'm pretty sure that was TYT. I'm forgetting their name. TYT, Michael Jackson song. It don't matter. These people are pretty irrelevant. They just pander and grift. They are grifters. This is a grifting network, but they're going to sit here and say whatever they think their woke audience wants to hear. Right back. Oh, that's the craziest thing ever. Anyway, man, let's get straight into CNN Junior and see what the CNN Junior has to say about Matt Walsh. I'm gonna give you a hint though. There's gonna be a spoiler alert. Nothing. They ain't got nothing to say. Let's hit them out, man. Let's just try to be unbiased though. Hit the like button.
The organizations, NFL and NHL, are both certainly a lot less manly today than they were even 10 years ago, certainly 30 years ago. But if we were having this conversation 10 years ago, before the NHL started doing Pride Nights and all the rest of it, then maybe you could make an argument for the NHL. But now, and the NFL went woke too, but not to that level. NHL has Pride Nights. NFL doesn't at this point. So NFL wins.
Oh, thank God. Matt Walsh is helping us figure out which sports are manly and which sports are not manly enough. And he has deduced that the National Hockey League is apparently not manly enough because they have Pride Nights. I don't know if he knows that. Well, actually, he does know this. Hockey players get into physical fights and beat each other down. I mean, not to say that necessarily translates to manliness, but if you're thinking about stereotypes of manliness, okay, physical fighting kind of falls in that category, no?
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Huh? That don't make no sense. So we going off of stereotypes. So if we are going off of stereotypes, then he didn't say nothing wrong. And if we weren't going off of stereotypes, then he didn't say anything wrong. What does pride have to do with playing hockey? Can you explain that to me? Like, maybe I'm tripping? The hell that got to do with hockey? If I go watch a hockey game, I'm not there to do Pride Night. That's crazy. Come on, bro. Do they do straight night at the hockey game? We having straight night? What does straight night look like? What flag do we put up for that? Come on, TYT. Y'all just pushing it. Right? Am I surprised? Absolutely not, because this is what TYT do. Cry, whine, and just reach. They cry, whine, and reach. TYT. CWR. That's what they should call themselves. The Cry, Whine, and Reach channel. They Stretch Armstrong reaching right now.
Look, the idea of, hey, you know what, Matt? Then why don't you pull on a pair of skates and get in the rink and see how it goes for you, okay?
Listen. He sits in a chair in front of a camera, just like we do, to be fair, and opines on things he likes and dislikes. How is that manlier than the hockey players? Like, I don't understand.
Okay.
That wasn't his argument. He didn't say what I do is even more manly. You do know that a lot of fans of sports don't actually do that sport. There's people that watch boxing. Not every fan of boxing box, right? You're aware of not every fan of basketball is over 7 feet and could slam dunk in real life. You well aware of that, right? And then look at this woman telling a man what a man is. It's crazy. It's crazy. in a metaphorical sense. She ain't even on some biological. No, she's on some. This is it's stereotypical, but how about you get in there? Can y'all get in there? So no one can get in there. Is what I'm coming to the conclusion of. And yogurt over there ain't getting in there unless it involves bacon grease. So what are we talking about here? What are we talking about here? Y'all don't want to play that game, right? If we come to commentators who are athletic or whatever, I don't think y'all don't want to play that game. I do have like years of martial arts experience in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and MMA and boxing and all this other stuff, right? So like if I wanted to pick commentators apart of, you're not athletic, so you're not a man. You're not athletic, so you're not a man. I can do that all day. Who cares? What they got to do with anything? I agree with what Matt Walsh is saying. It really is pointless to have a pride night. But hockey, like, what are you talking about? Focus on the game. That's what I would come to watch. I haven't watched hockey since Mighty Ducks 3. Maybe a little bit of the new Mighty Ducks series that came out on Disney Plus. Wasn't a fan of it. Really wasn't. I kind of was upset about that. But I digress. Y'all want to talk about my love for the Mighty Ducks and how part 2 is my favorite one? Y'all don't want to hear about that. Why y'all want to hear about that? Right? Same way you probably don't want to hear these people cry about Matt Walsh. We don't like you, Matt Walsh. You're on the right. You have conservative opinions. You must be horrible. Man, if you don't shut up. Shut up. I want to hear you. People sound crazy, bro. Straight crazy. Wow. Hit the like button in case you didn't know. This segment, that's a wrap for this segment. Hit the like button, drop some comments, man, and tell me how much you like TYT if you do it. And if you don't like them, feel free to say your opinions as long as it follows YouTube's guidelines. Post it in the comment section. I know I made a lot of changes recently, and it's because I'm trying to make sure I'm good out here in these streets. So this is probably the last big one, but guys, I have a new channel. It's for my live streams and my podcast, Real Talk with BXB Boy. You can find that link. That is a train going on in the background. I'm not editing it out. You can find that the link somewhere on my channel. If you go to my homepage, I'll probably have it in the pinned comments too as well. If not, in the description. But go and check that out. That's where you can catch topics not only early and way before they come out on my main channel, but you actually get to hang out with me and just have conversations, maybe even ask me for advice or just ask me whatever questions you want to have, or ask. So go and check that channel out, subscribe to that. Make sure you check out my previous episodes of my podcast. I appreciate the heck out of y'all, man. Also, don't forget to check me out on Patreon. Helps me keep going. You never know, man. I might get canceled. You might come on here. I might be gone tomorrow. Never know. Check me out on Patreon and find exclusive content. You also get early access to a bunch of stuff as well. Check that out.